I got 10 food bowls in the yard tonight. Let's hope it attracts a whole bunch of cats, including Sammy.
Stella, Splash, Simba, Boo, Sammy, Richard, Nancy, Goldie, Ziggy, Ringo, Eva, Hydrox, and Ditto, the Lucky Ferals.
It's 8:24 a.m. and I just woke up about 15 minutes ago, and Nancy was on top of the armoire. And then she jumped down to the cat tower, and she jumped down on the floor. And I think right now, I hear her drinking water. So she must still be in the room. I ended up staying up until 2:22 a.m. last night, at which point I said, you know what, I can't keep doing this. I can't stay up any longer. I have to shut the traps and go to bed because I don't want to jeopardize my own health. So that's what I did. I shut the trap in the front yard, and I picked up the trap in the backyard, and I put it in the garage. And when I woke up this morning, the first thing that I did was look through the security camera footage from overnight. Sammy was not on it. Cousin Oliver was on it. And Bob was on it. Even the neighbor's cat was on it. But Sammy was not on it. So that is discouraging. And that is what I'm feeling this morning. I am feeling very discouraged. I'm feeling down, and I'm feeling discouraged. And I am going to allow myself to feel that for, I don't know, another 5 or 10 minutes while I'm filming this, just to document my process, because I don't want this to negatively affect the cats. Like, I don't want to be down for the cats. Today's Valentine's Day. I want to make a nice day for the cats. And a nice day for myself. And a nice day for other people. So being discouraged is not going to help anything. In fact, it's going to hurt things more than it's going to help things. Because I need to put more flyers around. I need to look in more neighbors' yards in case she's stuck somewhere. I need to potentially look through their garages because when I was handing out flyers yesterday, I remember walking back and looking at my neighbor's yard, and their garage was open, and they have a very long yard, like long and narrow. The garage is way in the back, and I remember thinking, I wonder if Sammy is like hiding in a garage somewhere. And then later that evening, when I was printing up the flyers, and the woman called me, like one of the women that are helping to find Sammy, that's something she mentioned. She said, well, you know, she might be stuck in someone's garage or something. I might try to do that today. It's, you know, that kind of thing. I would have to, you know, like knock on their door and see if they'll answer, and then try to get their permission to look around. So I just want Sammy to come back. Like, I just want her to be back. I'm super tired of, you know, just like every day dealing with a cat emergency. It's been a week and a half now. I'm thankful that my anxiety level is much lower than it was. Like, the worst part of the day for my anxiety is in the morning. Today I felt it. It was like a 1 or a 2. But now that I'm filming this, that has gone down a bit. So maybe when I felt it was like a 2, and now it's like a 1. Usually what happens is once I get up and start moving around, start my day, eat something, then it just either goes down or just stays really low. I am really tired though. I got about 6 hours of sleep last night, so that was better than the night before. And I can take a nap if I need to, but I feel like taking those naps has really been chewing up a lot of time. I'm hoping today is sunny. It looks like it's going to be a sunny and nice day, and I really need that. I really need that for my own health and well-being, and I'm hoping maybe it'll bring Sammy out. I'm seriously discouraged that she did not come out last night, but, you know, it was super windy, so I hope she comes out today. If it is nice today and it's supposed to be in the low 40s, then I definitely want to spend more time outside to just kind of put my scent like all over the yard. Like they say, if you even just sit in the yard, your scent gets dispersed. So that's what I'd like to do. Those are the plans. But like what I really want to do more than anything is just rest. I still want to rest and recover. You know, I'm still dealing with Stella's death. I'm dealing with, you know, the grief from that. I'm dealing with all of the stress and anxiety that I felt for like a solid week with regards to that. My body needs like extra time and recovery, and it's a lot to juggle. It's a lot to juggle. So I'm filming this now just to document what I'm feeling in case I need this for future reference or in case it helps somebody else get through a similar situation. Once I stop filming this, I'm going to check the security footage again. I'm going to drink something. I have some water and some juice next to my bed. And then I'm going to get up and I'm going to put on a happy vibe. And I'm going to raise the energy in the house. And we are going to have the nicest day that we could have. It is 8:35 a.m. here, Splash. He's sleeping in this bed. Well, that was the last bed Stella used. Although it does not have Stella's scent on it because they put it through the laundry at the animal hospital. Here's some leftover crunchies from last night. More leftover crunchies. Here's Boo. Good morning, Boo. Good morning, Boo. Good morning. Here's Simba sleeping on my dining room chair. Good morning, Simba. It is 9:22 a.m. Here is Boo. He's hanging out by this window. I just opened it. The cats have not had open windows in quite some time because of the weather and just because of everything that's been going on here and because of how I've been feeling. So today I decided we're going to open the windows and the cats are going to have some nice fresh air, and maybe it'll disperse some of, their scent, and maybe Sammy will smell it and maybe she'll come back. Maybe. Right, Boo? They're not going to stay open for too long because it is cold out, but I'm in the process of getting ready for my day, so I thought I would give them this treat. They haven't had it in a while. It's 9:45 a.m. Here's Boo. He's hanging out by this open window. I'm getting ready for my day, and what I'm thinking about is, so like when the Lucky 7 lived outside, I had that automatic feeder set up for them, the same automatic feeder that they have downstairs. And what that did was, that went off like every 12 hours. So they would get fed twice a day from that feeder. And when that feeder would dispense food, they would all come running because they would hear it and possibly even smell it. And they would come for their meals. Now, since the cats have been downstairs, they have that automatic feeder like whenever I'm away. And anytime it comes out, the cats come around, they get really excited. And they also, love the sound of it, of the food coming out of the feeder and hitting a metal tray. So what I'm thinking of doing is getting the feeder out of my garage. The one that I used outside with the Lucky 7 was dismantled and just stored in my garage. So what I'm thinking of doing is getting that out and putting it together, making sure it works, and then setting it up somewhere on the patio. So that it goes off like, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 times a day. And maybe that will help attract Sammy back to the yard. That's what I'm thinking, because not only is it food, which gives off a scent, but it's also the sound. And it's a sound she knows and associates with food. So I might try that today. The issue that I have with that is that last time when I set it up for the Lucky 7, I had like a large feeding table to put over it to protect it from the elements. Now I still have that large feeding table. It was put aside, like it's on the side of my yard. It's been covered with like a patio furniture cover, but I have no idea what condition it's in. It could be in like really, really bad condition. And Grandpa Farrell made that for me. So I don't even know if I'm capable of making one of those. I would have to like measure it and maybe go to like Lowe's or Home Depot, but that's really getting ahead of myself. Like right now, it's just an idea that came to me that I might try to do later. Right, Boop? Right, Boop? Simba's eating crunchies out of this crunchy tree. He's really good at this one. And I still have Boo's new crunchy feeder, like the blue one with the handles on it. Maybe I'll set that up for the cats later. Simba's having a good time. I have been wondering if I could now leave dry food out for the cats, because in the past I was never able to do that because Stella would basically eat everything. And sometimes Simba would eat everything also. It wasn't only just Stella. It was, other cats too. But, I mean, there's been crunchies in this crunchy tray for a few days now, and no one gorged on them. And, there are some crunchies left on the little plates this morning. So it's just something that I was wondering about. Another thing that I would like to do today, like there's so many things that I want to do today, it's not even funny. I still need to go to a few other locations of that vet emergency room, and I want to collect their business cards, and I want to do more research on their business model and their staff. And today potentially could be a good day to go to one of those other locations. So I might do that. There's so much that I want to do today, and the fact that it's sunny out just is really helping. It's just like really helping. It is 11 a.m. and the cats are having a Valentine's Day treat. So I have some of these heart-focused tulips. These are squeezable treats that are also vitamin infused, and this one focuses on the heart, so I thought it was appropriate for Valentine's Day. I had a few of these left from the advent calendar, so Boo just had one of these. He's looking for another one, but he had his. I'm going to give one to Simba, and I'm going to give one to Splash. And I've had my Valentine's treat this morning. I opened up a few Valentine's presents, and one of them was chocolate. It was dark chocolate peanut butter cups. So I had 2 of those. I have not had any kind of sweets or treats or anything other than like the tapioca pudding that I've been eating in several weeks now. So especially anything with chocolate or caffeine, I was avoiding that at all costs. So it was really nice to have a few peanut butter cups today. Right, Bill? This is what the cats are having for breakfast. So they're having some turkey deli meat that I cut up for them. They're having a Fancy Feast Naturals chicken breast pate. They're having 2 types of Sheba pate, and then they're having a Fancy Feast broth. And hopefully they'll enjoy this. It's something different for them. There's your plate. Simba. Simba. Here you go, Simba. Here's your plate, Simba. Okay, eat your food, Boo. Everyone eat their food. They're having their Valentine's Day plates. Everyone eat their food, Simba. Boo's sniffing all around his plate. He's like, what do I have here? It's almost like a little buffet for the cats. There's Simba. He went straight for the broth, the Fancy Feast broth. And there's Splash. Splash is eating in the dining room. Is he going straight for the turkey breast? Yeah, he's going straight for the turkey breast. I am now downstairs with the Lucky 7, and I have these churros and squeeze-ups that have been down here. And I'll see if they would like any of these as a treat. Ziggy, you ready for a treat? You ready for a treat, Ziggy? Ziggy might eat one. Who else? Goldie might eat one. Nancy might eat one. Maybe Richard. Okay. Want a treat? There you go, Ziggy. There's Goldie. Goldie's like, can I have one? Okay, Goldie, you'll have one next, okay? Let Ziggy have hers first. Ziggy will have hers first, okay? They haven't had a squeezy treat in a while. Okay, Goldie. Okay, Goldie. Let Ziggy have hers first. There's little Eva. Happy Valentine's Day, Ziggy. Okay, let's get it. Let's get the rest from the bottom. Let's squeeze it up from the bottom. Okay. Here we go.
It's a wonderful day for a churro, a wonderful day for a treat. Cats love to lick up their churros because they are so fun to eat. Goldie is still very timid. She doesn't allow me to pet her. But when it's time for her favorite snack, she always makes sure that she gets hers. It's a wonderful day for a churro, a wonderful day for a treat. Cats love to lick up their churros because they are so fun to eat.
This is what the Lucky Seven are having as their Valentine's breakfast today. It's pretty much the same thing that the OG4 had, except instead of the Friskies broth, they're getting some baby food, and they're also getting some of the Blue Wilderness Crunchies on their plate. Okay, everybody, here you go. Ready, guys? Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day, Eva and Richard and Ziggy and Ringo and Goldie. I don't know where Goldie's going. This is Nancy's plate. I might have to bring this upstairs for her because she's already waiting by the door. She likes eating in the kitchen for some reason. But I hope everyone else enjoys their meal. It's something special for them. Look at Nancy. Nancy can be such a drama queen. What are you doing, Nancy? 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 What are you doing? So I just realized something. Because it's sunny today, like Sammy used to love laying in the sun by the back door. Like, what if Sammy comes by and I'm not here? Like, what if I'm out searching for her and she comes by? Or what if I'm out, like, running to that other emergency room and she comes by? That's a consideration. It's almost 12 p.m. Here's Richard. Simba is under the day sofa. I gave him what was left of his breakfast along with some crunchies on it under there. Here's Nancy. I hope Nancy and Richard were not bothering Simba. I'm going to open the windows a little bit again because, you know, as the sun comes up, it's gotten a little tiny bit warmer out. And I just wanted to talk about a strategy that has gotten me through the morning so far, and that is celebrating small wins. So my first small win of the day was obviously getting out of bed. My next small win of the day was taking a shower. My third small win was getting dressed. My fourth small win was making my bed. And what that has done by concentrating on these small wins, it has built momentum for my day. So I feel confident that I already have 4 small wins today. You can count more than that if you count like opening up some Valentine's presents and celebrating with the cats, giving them some special treats and feeding them their special breakfast. So I could actually count those as like 3 more small wins. Now it's noon. It's time for me to tackle some larger wins, right, Boo? I'm still trying to do things at a reduced speed so I don't like wear myself out again, and so that I don't move backwards. So I'm not 100% back up to speed, but I do need to get moving, and I would like to continue to make small achievements today. So I just wanted to document that. That's the kind of strategy that I'm currently using. Part of me wishes I had like a little board or a notebook with, you know, like little stars like you had when you were in school. And it's like, oh, I got a star today for getting out of bed. I got a star today for taking a shower. I get a star today for having breakfast, like that kind of stuff. So I'm not doing that though. I am happy with my progress so far. The other thing I wanted to document is that for like all of last week, I had a really hard time eating. I had no problem drinking. I could drink as much water as I needed. I could drink as much juice as I wanted. Like I was living on water and juice practically and hardly eating anything. But now I'm noticing that it's kind of flip-flopping, that I've eaten today. Had a hard-boiled egg and a banana and grape juice and 2 of the peanut butter cups. But I feel like I'm not drinking enough water again. So I need to make a concerted effort to drink water and to drink fluids versus eating. So that's what's going on. I just dug out the feeding table. And this is what it looks like. It is totally warped. I mean, look at this thing. The legs are a mess. Look at this side. Like all the legs are like bowed in. I don't even know if it's fixable. I thought maybe I'd be able to tighten the screws, but they're not even regular screws. Like I don't even know what kind of screws Grandpa Farrell used on these, but some of them have like a square hole on top. Others have like a star-shaped hole on top. I'm thinking what I have to do is just measure all these parts and then go to like Home Depot and see if I could buy them there and then construct something similar. Here's the automatic feeder that's been in my garage. And I'm debating whether I buy another one because in this blue tub, it looks like there's like mouse poop, like mouse droppings in the blue tub. So I know at one time I did have a mouse in my garage, maybe more than one, but I had mouse traps in the garage and I never caught a mouse in the mouse traps. But I'm wondering if at one time they had gotten in here. I don't know how sanitary this is. Like even if I clean it out, wash it out with bleach. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta get a pair of like rubber gloves, put those on and see what we're dealing with. So they say to clean up rodent droppings and stuff, you want to make a bleach solution. So that's what I made here. They say like 1 part bleach to 10 parts water. And then you want to let it sit for at least 5 minutes and then wipe it up with paper towels and then tie the paper towels up in a plastic bag. The first thing I want to do is see if I could get the feeder out, and I want to inspect the feeder. Now I did just order another feeder on Amazon, but it's not going to get here for another 2 days. I was hoping that they had like same day shipping on it, but they don't. The quickest is 2 days. If I want to use this today, I have to clean it and disinfect it. If I open up the feeder and it's like really bad inside, I'm not going to use it. But if it's not too bad and if I could disinfect it, then I will use it. So this whole thing looks like it is just full of mouse droppings. So yeah, I'm not using this. I'm not going to chance it. I'm going to grab a big black garbage bag, put this entire thing in the black garbage bag, dispose of it. I'll probably spray all this down with the bleach solution first and go to Lowe's or Home Depot and look for another plastic tub, and then I won't be able to put a feeder out for another few days unless I use the feeder that I have downstairs. That's the other option. And then replace the downstairs feeder with the new one that comes in 2 days. That's what I could do. It is 2:15 p.m. Here's Simba. Here's Nancy. I just got back from walking the neighborhood, looking for Sammy and handing out flyers. I handed out every flyer that I had with me. It is 35 degrees out. My face is like numb, like around my nose, my upper lip. It's like I can't even feel anything. So I need to sit down and just warm up for a while. Oh my God. It is so cold out. But what makes it worse is the wind. Like it is so windy out. So I came back and I need to drink some water, maybe some juice. I definitely have to warm up. Like, oh my God, I'm so cold. And, you know, one thing I'm learning, like as I hand flyers around, the neighborhood, you really get to know like who the good people are and who the idiots are, like who the assholes are. Let's put it that way. You really get a much better idea of things as you talk to more people. And, you know, missing a cat and trying to find a cat is a really good excuse to talk to people. So I'd definitely say more than half the people living in this neighborhood would be like good people. There's definitely percentage, maybe like 20%, like not so good. I want to think it's like less than 1 in 4, but yeah, it's been a really interesting experience. But at least now, you know, when I'm coming across some like jerk, it doesn't bother me like it did the other day. Like when the grief was a lot stronger and the anxiety was a lot stronger, then, you know, when you talk to somebody who's less than polite, it can rattle you. But today I'm just like letting everything roll off my back. It's like, I don't care. I have a mission. My mission's to find Sammy. Now, I did get to look in a few of my neighbors' yards today. One of my other neighbors, I saw them outside. I was like, can I please search your yard? And they're like, yeah, no problem. So I got to look around, and I mean, to me, I can't find her anywhere. I did see several decks that, I mean, people have decks and they don't have the bottom closed off. So, I mean, it's just like any animal could totally hang out there and be sheltered from like the elements. So there's plenty of places for her to shelter. But I don't know where she is right now. I mean, I walked so far, like I walked so many blocks, like just back and forth and like in the area, and I didn't see her anywhere. So I have no idea where she is. I bought 2 storage containers today. This is one of them. I thought this is going to be a tight fit. I don't even know if it's going to fit. It looks like maybe this is too tall for this. I bought one that's larger also. What I just realized is that I've been using this one with this split feeder, but if I'm going to put this outside, I need to find the part that attaches to the bowl. Like there's a part that snaps the bowl in. And if I can't find that, I can't use this. I mean, I guess I could use it and it'll just dispense food on the floor. But there's usually a bowl that snaps in. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work because even though it fits, if I try to put the cover on, I don't know if the cover is going to fit. Yeah, it is too tall for this one, so I'm going to have to return this. I got this at Home Depot, so I'll just return this later or tomorrow or another day. This is the other one that I bought, so it's like a perfect fit this way. And the top of this is all dusty. It needs to be cleaned off. The question is, will the cover fit on this? So the cover does snap on this one, but I would then need to figure out how I need to cut this to have like this part. I need to be able to access the bowl, but then I'm thinking that this part is going to have to stick out. But I believe the last time I did this, in order to keep like raccoons from sticking their arms up it, I only cut like a slit along the bottom so that the bowl would like come out this way. I need to find the bowl and I need to find the round thing that goes in there. I also have this tub, which has been outside for quite a while. And I bought this tub originally to make like a water station for the cats. I mean, this has been sitting outside for a few years now. And you see how this has this indentation here? Like I'm thinking all I need to do is cut out this entire indentation area. So maybe I'll use this one, and it still does have room on top. And then what I normally do is I have to put something heavy in the back of this so it doesn't get pushed back. And then I'll probably just do something, maybe some duct tape or something on the sides to keep it from moving. And then I have to figure out, maybe I'll put some bricks on both sides to keep it from moving. Maybe this would be the better solution. I still need to find the thing that holds the bowl on though. Okay, I just found the piece for the bowl and I think this fits it. Yeah, it's a perfect fit for this, so we're good to go. Now I need a box cutter and a heat gun. This is my heat gun. I think I got this at AC Moore, like before they went out of business. This is like a crafting tool. So I'm gonna turn it on. It's gonna be kind of like a, almost like a blow dryer, but it doesn't blow like as intensely, and it is really hot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna run it along like the edges where I wanna cut, and that should help soften the plastic so it would be easier to cut it. I started the cut here and I was able to get it all the way down here, and then I started this one here and I have it about halfway down. I just need to heat this up a little bit. I have to make sure that I move the box cutter really slow because it's really easy to like slip and you don't want to cut yourself. Here we go. So I got it to work. What I had to do was I actually had to open up the top even higher. I pretty much opened it up all the way to this top trim. And then on the upper portion, I had to scoop out each side a little bit more. And on the bottom, I wanted to keep it as tight to the feeder as I possibly could. And then I found the ring, it just snaps up there. So now what I need to do is I need to take the bowl goes in there like that, but I have to take binder clips to hold it on because otherwise then the raccoons can take it off. Even though I haven't really seen raccoons recently, I know they're around and I know they'll do that. So I tested it out and it is dispensing food. I got 4 binder clips holding the bowl on. I programmed it. So 7 a.m. it's going to dispense 3/4 of a cup. 12 p.m. it'll do half a cup, and then 5 p.m. it'll do 3/4 of a cup, and I could then adjust that as needed. I just put a really heavy bag of rock salt behind the feeder, and I have to look for some kind of bricks or something. So I'm out on the patio, and I decided I'm going to look underneath the patio cover. Can you see who's under there? Cousin Oliver is hanging out on one of the chairs. On that far chair. At least I think it's Cousin Oliver. I don't know if you could see him because it's really dark. But it looks just like him. It's a tabby cat. He looks very happy under there. It's probably very warm. It feels warm, right? Can you see him? See him over there? He's hanging out on that chair. Yeah, it's nice and warm under there. He has a nice soft chair to lay on. There's the old feeding table. I just put it on top of the automatic feeder, just for now. Maybe it'll straighten itself out a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I should get like a really heavy brick and put it on top of the table. But it does provide its purpose. Like, it does shelter it from the weather. I just cut 6 legs for a new feeding table. These are 15-inch legs. So I bought an 8-foot 2x2 at Home Depot. And then I brought it home. I marked off 15-inch segments. And I literally just cut it with like a little handsaw. This is the board that I bought to use as the top of the table. It's just like a thin board. It's like 2 feet by 4 feet. And what I want to do is I want to put 6 legs on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's probably going to get warped like the other one, but I'm assuming it'll get warped over time. You know, this is not going to last forever. I'm not going to paint it right away. I'm just going to put the legs on and put it over the feeder. Maybe eventually I'll paint it to weatherproof it a little bit more. But right now, I'm just looking for, like, utility. Okay, so I just got the table done, and I'm actually concerned about the top because it's thinner than, like, the other tables that Grandpa made. Do you see how thin the top of this table is? Like, it'll obviously, like, block rain or snow from falling on the food, but I don't know. Hopefully no heavy raccoons or anything are going to jump on top of it. All right, so there we have it. We have the feeder, and then we have the table. And the reason why I'm putting it here is because this is where I had the feeder and the table for the Lucky 7. When they were living outside, I had the feeder and the table right here. Now, when Boo and Hydrox were outside, I had the feeder over here, like the feeder and the table over here. I'm not going to clear this area out right now. I think over here, for now, it'll be fine. I do want to find some kind of heavy brick to put on top of the table, on top of the feeder. I've decided that I am going to run to Lowe's and see if I could buy a paver to put on top of this table, because all the ones in the yard are like frozen to the ground. So maybe I could buy a nice sized one to put on top. Also, I'm going to buy some cat food, some really cheap dry cat food, and I'm just gonna put it like all over my yard. Like, I'm gonna put it in the feeders. I'll put some in the front. I'm just gonna put it wherever I could put it, so maybe it'll attract like every cat in the neighborhood, including Sammy. It is 8:08 p.m. I just got home. I went to Home Depot to return those 2 plastic tubs I won't be using. I bought a paver to put on top of the feeding table, just kind of hold it down, to weight it down. I bought another brick for inside of the tub that I have the feeder in outside. And then after I went to Home Depot, I went to Target. I haven't been to Target in so long. And I was looking for some kind of dry cat food. I was thinking I'll buy some of the cheaper supermarket brand cat foods, but I can't do it because they have those artificial colors in it. And after I had like that really just horrible situation when I ate the candy with all those artificial colors. I just can't bring myself to buy dry cat food that has a ton of artificial colors in it. So I ended up with this IAMS Proactive Health. One of the things that I found in the garage today when I was digging out that automatic feeder is all of these food bowls. And like I used these way back when like Boo and Hydrox were on the patio. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put dry food in one half and I'm going to put water in the other half. And I'm going to place them around my yard. Like wherever I have cameras outside, I'm going to put one of these. And I'm even going to put these places where I don't have cameras. And I'm just going to try to attract every cat in the neighborhood, including Sammy. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm also going to put some of the dry food in this bowl. I might put some of the 9 Lives wet food in this bowl. And then way in the back where the heated kitty cafe is, I might put some of the wet food there also. Everywhere else is just going to get the dry food in the water. This is what I put outside for the cats. It's 9 Lives meaty pate super supper. And Boo is going crazy over it, so I gave him some. And he's really enjoying it. Maybe he's flashing back to when he used to live outside also. But he's, like, I haven't seen him enjoy food like this in quite a while. Look at Boo, he's stretching. Here's Simba. So Simba is drinking some tuna juice that was left over from my lunch. But look at Boo's plate. So I gave him like some of the IAMS crunchies and the 9 Lives cat food, and he's having a ball. So I'm wondering if I'll just give the same thing to all the other cats for a Valentine's dinner. I used to give them Friskies on holidays as a special treat, but lately they don't like eating that. You know, I give it to them and then nobody eats their food, so maybe they'll like this better. It's 8:33 p.m. and I have 10 food bowls all around my yard. So there's one here on the back steps. There's a camera. There's the heated bowl with wet food in it. Over here along this pathway, there's dry food and water. There's dry food in the automatic feeder. There's wet food and water right here. There's also a camera pointed at it. And then here on the side of the house, there's a food bowl with dry food and water. There's a camera pointed at that. Here in the front of the house, here's a bowl with dry food and water. And then down on the bottom of the steps on the walkway, there's another bowl with dry food and water. And then there are 2 more bowls with dry food and water. One is way on the left-hand side of the front yard. The other one is way on the right-hand side of the front yard. So there's pretty much cat food surrounding the entire house except for like one side of the house. I didn't put anything on that side. There's a camera pointing out the front door. There's a camera on the bottom of the steps pointing that way. And there's another camera downstairs pointing out of a window. So that's what's going on. I got 10 food bowls in the yard tonight. Let's hope it attracts a whole bunch of cats, including Sammy. Look at Simba. He's wearing some rollers, or he was. Simba! It's 11:58 p.m. I have to show you what I just found on my watch. I walked 14,985 steps today. That's more than 7 miles. I walked more than 7 miles today. That's crazy. When I think about the fact that just a few days ago, like I had no energy at all. Like I had no idea how I was making it through a day. Like, oh my gosh, like all I wanted to do was lay on the couch because I felt so horrible. Today, I walked more than 7 miles. And a lot of that was walking the neighborhood looking for Sammy. And a lot of that was walking the neighborhood and putting flyers out. And the rest of it was, you know, around the yard, working on stuff, getting the automatic feeder set up, making that table, running to the store, running to Home Depot, running to Target. I can't believe I walked more than 7 miles today. 1 week ago today, just about this time, I was realizing that Sammy went missing. Because a week ago today, I served the cats their dinner. Sammy did not show up for dinner. And then I thought she was hiding in the house. I couldn't find her. Then I had to run out to the animal emergency room to pick up a bunch of business cards. And then when I got back, I'd look for Sammy again. And even when I went to bed, I wasn't sure that she was definitely not in the house because sometimes she hides. I made that little bed in the kitchen so I could even sleep in the kitchen by the back door. I was so stressed out. I was full of anxiety, so much grief, absolutely no energy. Like I was barely functioning. And today, like I'm almost back up to full speed, almost. And I know tomorrow the morning's going to be rough again. This morning was rough. Yesterday morning was rough. Tomorrow morning's going to be rough. I know that. But I'm going to take the same strategy to get through my day. I'm going to go for small wins in the morning. A small win like getting out of bed. A small win like getting dressed. A small win like, getting the cats fed, getting myself fed. And then hopefully I'll accumulate enough small wins that I'll be able to achieve bigger wins throughout the day. I had some pretty big wins today. I mean, handing out all those flyers, that was a big win. Setting up the automatic feeder, that was a big win. Building a new feeding table, that was a big win. Putting all those bowls of food outside, that was a big win. Making a nice holiday dinner for the cats, that was a big win. The only thing we need to do is shrimp. I did buy shrimp to cook for them today, but they were enjoying the food that they don't normally have so much that I was like, I could always do shrimp another day, maybe tomorrow. So, considering the circumstances, it was an okay day. Now, that being said, I really didn't get any work done as far as work goes. So I'm very thankful that the people I work with are very understanding about what's been going on here. And that they allow me the freedom and flexibility to get things done on my own time and my own schedule. I know that's very rare. Most people don't have that. The other thing I haven't done is videos in a while. I don't even know when the last video I put up on this channel is, so I'd like to get one of those posted. Also, I started a new vlog episode yesterday. I was hoping to finish it yesterday, but I feel like I want to do as much as I can to try to find Sammy, and that's more timely and more important than posting a vlog, because I could always catch up with a vlog. And I feel like with Sammy, time is of the essence here. Right, Simba? Simba's like, shut the light. I want to go to bed. Okay, Simba, you going to go to bed? I'm going to go to bed now. I'm getting ready for bed myself. I think I'm going to try to sleep downstairs today. I haven't slept downstairs in a while. I'm going to sleep on the couch. Right, Simba? I'm going to see if I can sleep on the couch downstairs. If not, I could always just get up and come up and go to bed, but I think I'm going to give it a try. I'm so tired. I was almost falling asleep when I was sitting on the sofa before. Boo was sitting next to me, and I was just looking through some emails and stuff, and I almost just dozed off. But then I was like, no, I have to scoop the litter. I just finished scooping the litter a little while ago. I don't know why I forgot to do it earlier, but I did it now, so the cats are good. Until tomorrow. Okay, Simba. Okay, you relax. Thank you for watching this Lucky Ferals video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.